the next one we're doing is the Grand Bordeaux on January 21st.
Jim's not coming to that one, right?
And today is 1/11/11. Yeah. Jim's not coming to that one. I don't know. He probably hasn't asked for the day off yet.
Yeah.
That's his problem. So Pete, you might,
That'd be fun. I already looked at all the wineries on that one, the vineyards that are coming. I think some of them are second labels for this.
I was saying how, for my palate, who's grown up in California, who started in the foothills where 17% Zinfandel is not out of the question. These 11, 12, 13% alcohol wines taste to me like you drink them in the hot summer days with either antipasti or appetizers or fruit salad and not so much huge entree meals. It could be because I'm used to the cab tannins and petite syrahs and big Bordeaux blends, but everything here just tasted a little bit light for me, for my taste. There was definitely some things
not heavily extracted.
No.
Not heavily, no heavy fruits. Just a good, solid, nice wine that.
And a lot more, red fruit rather than black fruit.
Yeah.
And kind of the cherry, pomegranate, raspberry flavors that I've always associated with Pinot Noir, but they show themselves in a lot of these international grapes that I've never had before. But it's interesting because just like 3 days ago I was reading about Loire Valley white wine and Chablis, and then coming here and trying 4 different ones is totally cool.
Exactly.
It makes the information stick when you get to use your mouth and your eyes.
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
I agree with you. That's why other than the Pinot Noirs, that I've been to a few of these where I know the Burgundian style now, which I like the California style of Pinot Noirs, and but these ones, the Pinot, 4 or 5 of those Pinots I really like, but really I like the Chilean wines the most because of the same reasons that you said, that they're bigger, they're bolder as far as I'm concerned, and I'm not into. I don't like real wimpy wines. I like wines that are. I always characterize them as meaty. I like meaty wines. Although your Pinot is not a meaty wine. I just had one of those the other day, and it's just so nice. It's such a mild, neat Zin. You can really pick up the flavor of the Zin and not be overwhelmed by the Zin. That's why I'm really looking forward to that Zap again.
Are you?
Dave and I are going to that, but we're going to pick out the 10 vineyards that we really want to taste. And we're going to center in on those, right, David?
Absolutely.
As opposed to tasting 90% of them and then screwing up our palate for the rest of it.
I think I tasted everything except for some of the whites at the beginning and all the whites at the end. I don't know why they put some of the whites at the end of the.
Those are all Chilean wines.
But that was stupid.
I think they wanted us, separate themselves. I was just saying, one of the best wines I had today was a rosé blend sparkling, which normally I would never even put in my face ever unless I was trying a sip of my date's wine spritzer.
Pouring out of the gates.
However, it was a very fancy bottle, and it looked intriguing. It had a much bigger kind of bell bottom.
Didn't do any of the white sparkling wines at all.
Oh, really?
You did some?
There was 2. I don't think I've only had a handful of actual champagnes from Champagne, and I've noticed that those have much more kind of like a nuttier characteristic being fermented in the bottle than that California citrus and bright fruit, apricot.
I love champagne, but I just never really drink unless you come to these events, and then I really appreciate them. But it's like, I don't know why I don't drink that. I mean, I appreciate it, but if I'm going to open up a bottle of wine nowadays, it's going to be either a Pinot or a Cab or a Syrah, something like that.
Well, I normally would never drink sparkling wine or champagne. I normally use it for special occasions, but one of my favorite times to drink champagne is when you go on a date and you have to drink too much at nighttime in order to actually go home with them. And then when you wake up and you realize that you had agreed to take her home in the afternoon and not the morning, you open up that bottle of champagne and get that drunk on so that you can stand the next 3 hours of being with that large woman.
Be able to perform and everything. It's very important.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree. That'll never make you too.
What? Yeah, well. So I actually opened a bottle of DBX from Mums in Napa Valley.
Now, David, I don't know what you're looking at
New Year's
your end,
Eve.
but I'm looking at half your. There you go. Focus.
What year? Because I really like that.
2000.
2000.
DVX, and went to the Mums hospitality event and bought that for $25 per bottle.
What?
Yeah.
What's DVX?
It's their
high-end.
high-end
Who's the high-end?
Mums of Napa Valley,
Oh, Mums. Okay.
and had that with Sue on New Year's Eve. Awesome. It was very good. Very good.
My wife likes ports, so didn't taste a port tonight, but today. But I just don't have the opportunity or desire to drink champagne. Although we've gone to.
Not a big champagne fan myself.
I can do it as a couple glasses. You know, I can rarely split a bottle with somebody unless the object of it is to get a buzz before noon. You know, to go to brunch, have a couple mimosas, and, you know, ride out your buzz throughout the rest of the day. But other than that, I'm never going to open up a champagne in the PM unless it's 11:59 or, you know, the last hour of a year.
There you go.
I don't. You know, I don't think my stomach agrees with it too much. I'd much rather drink red wine.
That's the wine you have to have before you get laid for the New Year. Is that what you're saying?
Well, yes. Usually, in order for me to get any type of lip action, both of us must be drunk because I'm usually making out with someone 3 times my size. People now look to us.
3 times your size. Oh, height or width?
Width.
Well.
I base it 100% on width. If I can hide behind them, not be found, it's a good day.
Oh God.
This will be this. Pete, you've definitely brought something to the table.
There's going to be a lot of hits on this YouTube. It actually might make the international.
Did you edit all this out?
No.
And he just has names and phone numbers at the beginning.
Yeah.
If Paul was here, he would definitely appreciate other wines other than the black box.
How big your head is in this picture.
Not that he would drink less, or I would drink less, but just a different varietals of wines other than I love. So anyway, that's all I have to say. And we're tasting wine. And I told my one friend, I go, a whole bunch of walked in, and they all got a kick out of it. And about 5 minutes later, I get a little tap on the shoulder, and I turn around and this woman goes, "Can you say that a little bit louder?" Because I do have a hearing loss, and so I talk a little. I spent the whole last time at that winery apologizing to these.
Ouch.
Yeah, it was ouch. And that won't be on YouTube.
Says who?
What?
Says who?
Says I.
Yeah.
Unless you get my release.
Oh, you were released. So, like, what's that? That's euphemism for your release.
Oh, David. You're the one who, since '69, I've never seen you not swallow.